Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kiara, and these are my thoughts. Okay, why do people feel so entitled? Like, entitled to you, for one, entitled to your time, your space, your things, hell, your money? Why? So recently I was talking to a friend, we were catching up. We were just talking about what we've been going through and like some things that we've been struggling with and stuff like that. And at one point in the conversation, she was talking about her parents, right? And she made the comment, they're supposed to do that for me, right? Now I'm thinking in my head, like, girl, no. Like, we grown. Like, I'm 28, about to be 29, and she's a couple years older than me. So, like, we grown. Like, we're not entitled to our parents. Like, if your mama and your daddy say no, that's no. You're not owed anything. Like, you don't have ownership of their money. You don't have ownership of their things. Now, my friend isn't the only one who is struggling with the sense of entitlement. Your girl right here has struggled. Like, for real. I've always had a sense of entitlement. Like, I'm Kiara. You're supposed to do for me. That was my mindset. That was a terrible mindset. Like, I remember with my mom, like, I would call her and she wouldn't answer the phone. And I'm thinking, like, okay, I'm important here. You see that I call, you supposed to answer me. Like, not valuing this lady's time at all. Like, she's a grown woman. She can be doing whatever she's doing. I ain't got a right. Like, if you don't answer, that's fine. But at one point I would get upset about that. Hell, I would get upset that she would do for other people than would do for me. Like that she can do whatever she wants. You know, like, I'm not entitled to her time. I'm not entitled to her space. Like, our parents get us to a certain point. Once that point is over, once they get us there, they got to step back. And then we, as adults, have to step in, right? And we are responsible for ourselves. No one owes you anything. Your mama don't owe you. Your daddy don't owe you. No one owes you. No one's coming to rescue you anyways. But no one owes you. And like, not even I felt entitled, but also jobs can feel entitled. Like, our employers can feel entitled to our time. I remember I was in a meeting the other day, and one of the leaders that I was talking to, he was upset that one of his workers didn't want to come in on a Saturday and work. He's like, "Oh, it's only 4 hours. He should come in." And it's like, who are you? He told you no, he don't want to come in. He ain't got to. Like, who are you to tell him that he got to come in on his time? Like, that's his time that you can't get back anyways, but that's his time. And even like, employees can feel entitled by their employers. Like, just today I had an employee come in and tell me that they've been here for 20 years and that they have the right, you know they were in conflict with someone, they had a right to say what they said. Like, I've been here 20 years, basically. I've worked up until this point. Like, I can say what I want to say. It's like, I don't care if you've been here 5 months. You're gonna talk to somebody with some respect. Like, why do people feel this way? Even family, now that I think about it, like watching, what is that movie? The one where the lady, it's three sisters, Soul Food. Soul Food, right? Prime example where Terry's family felt entitled to not only her money, but her time, her feelings. They felt entitled. This poor woman, she was marketed as the villain. She was not the villain. Her family was the villain. Like, sometimes family can feel that way. Like, they're entitled. Like, once you reach a certain point, right? Like, oh, you got it. You can help me. No, I don't have it. I can't help you. And even if I did it, my no is no. Oh, you're not doing anything right now. You can come over here and help me. No. Then when you say no, they make you feel bad for it. What the hell? No, I told you no. Like, you're not entitled to my time. That's what people need to realize. Time is so important. So, so important. I'm never getting it back. I'm never getting it back. These hours, whatever it is, I'm never getting it back. Who are you to get upset with me that I don't want to spend my time doing something for you? No one owes you anything, especially when we get to a certain point. And I'm not talking about children, right? Like if you have kids, you got to do for your kids. They have a sense of entitlement over you. But, okay. But I'm talking about, let's say 25 and older. No one owes you anything. No one. We have to stop having this sense of you owe me. I do not. I don't owe you. That's a sense of entitlement is like a mindset. So it's a very negative mindset to have, and it causes so many issues. I mean, we all know entitled people, right? Like you hate to go around, oh, I hate to go around such and such. They don't start complaining and start getting upset with me because I didn't do some for them. I didn't give them money. Then they're going to be talking about me and all this stuff. Like, who the hell are you? Who are you? Like, to these people, like, no. Even to the example of me, I'll use me as an example with my mom and her time. Like, who the hell am I? This woman is grown. She ain't gotta answer the phone for me. She ain't gotta do for me. Like, she's a grown woman. She'll call me back when it's convenient for her. Not when it's convenient for me. I mean, I called her when it was convenient for me. We have to stay away from that mindset of you owe me something. Cause that, oh Lord. I think that's like linked to like being like a narcissist. And I could be wrong with that. Like I'm not like a psychologist or anything like that. But I think that could be like linked together. I don't know. Don't quote me for it. We just gotta stop feeling entitled. No one owes us anything. But you first have to be self-aware though, that you have that sense of entitlement. I remember mine came from a heated conversation that I had with my mom. She checked me. She said, "Who do you think you are?" And I don't know why in that moment, because normally I would respond like, "Oh, I'm Kiera Gibson. I'm Kiera," and it's like, okay, who the fuck are you? But she checked me in that moment, and just her look. Oh, I can see her face in my head right now. The look that this woman gave me. Who do you think you are? And I forgot what we were arguing about, but who do you think you are? And I was like, oh, she's mad at me. But I did have to say, who do I think I am to this woman's life? Like, I matter to me. I mean, I matter to her too, but she doesn't owe me anything. She gave me clothes on my back, food, a roof over my head. She gave me all those things. She went above and beyond for me. And now I'm big grown. And I still feel like I'm entitled to her time, like, no. That's on me now. But you have to be self-aware. You have to know when you're feeling that sense of entitlement. And even now, I still struggle with that. I have to check myself. Oh, if I say something like, oh, am I entitled to that? And it's like, no, you're not. So let me say, you know what? I'm sorry for feeling like that. I'm going to move on. Like you have to move on to the next thing. If someone tells you no, that's just handling rejection. So maybe that's linked, having that sense of entitlement when you're being rejected, about something, when somebody's checking you on something. And you also have to have empathy. Everyone is dealing with some people. People are living life. Everyone's living life at the same time. I don't know what these people are struggling with, what they got going on. They may not have capacity to help me. They might not have capacity to do what I need them to do. Who am I in their life? Everyone is dealing with something. We need to understand and we need to value people as people to know, hey, life may be hard for them. Maybe there's something going on that I cannot see. Well, hell, even if they aren't going through anything, I'm not entitled to their time. I'm not entitled to their money. I'm not entitled to their space, their things. Those are theirs. They're not mine. I gotta go out and get my own. And that's what we need to realize. So let's all improve together, right? We're not gonna have a sense of entitlement anymore. When we start to have those feelings, we're gonna question ourselves and say, do I have the right to feel entitled right now? And that answer is gonna be no. We're gonna apologize and then move on to the next thing, right? That's what we're gonna do. So no more feeling entitled. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.